I can't remember. Steve. Big Apple Steve. Bureau of Reclaim Spaces. Replace Spaces. I speak to Homer. He's always good to chat to. Yep, got the time, Homer? Hey, you see that cat over there? Looked like she washed up. Think she could eat some bread. Looks like she's washed up. I bet she swam. Haha. Where do you think she came from? Where is that cat? Oh yeah, we're controlling Shannon now. Oh. I can't go down there anymore. Okay, let's go to the reception then. Junebugger's such a strange one. Oh wow, so our guy's actually staying there. Ring the bell. Okay. Oh, nope, sorry. Hi Lula. I've got impatient. Here you are. Marianne has the rest of the evening off, so I'm minding the desk. Nice place. It is, isn't it? Sometimes I forget the acoustics in here have a way of grinding one down. The results just came in by courier. Good news, Donald and his assistants were able to sort through the noise. I had Rick cross-reference their results against some of our record. Found a corresponding mail stop on the Echo River route. As it happens, a night ferry is scheduled to make its stop here shortly. The ferryman carries the mail and collects the garbage as well. I'm sure you can catch your ride out that way. You're welcome to wait here. I have to get back to packing. Are you going somewhere? I might. I'm feeling impulsive and I'd like to be ready. Maybe back to Mexico. It's been years. They still have one of my sculptures in museum down there. Did you know? Big ugly iron thing. Time to have it scrapped anyway. Safe travels. Try to stay out of the water. It's colder than it looks and deep. Oh, there's a cat. Okay, so we're gonna wait for the ferryman. Junebug has such a strange walk. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, word. How long do we have to wait? Or who knows? Alright, what happened? What? Nothing. Should come with. Up to you. What? In the church at the graveyard, you two came out there all weird. What happened? Oh yeah, it's okay, you can tell them. It doesn't matter anymore. Conway was his name. Fine. So we're in that graveyard. Oh, you're not gonna tell us? This game. I wanna know what happened to the church. You hid it from us? Scene 12, Act 3. Why did they hide it from us? Where the strangers come from. Oh wait, this is... Oh, okay. They are going to tell us. But they're going to show us instead. I love about this game. It's probably my favourite thing about the game. The fact that it takes the conventional storytelling techniques and really experiments with them and really tries to do different things with them. Now, I'm sure books and stuff have done that, but I've never really seen it in visual media like this. And it's exciting for me. I think games should be doing this. Well, this can't be right. It looks like an old church. We'll have to look inside. It's muddy. I guess. I want to stay outside. Why? I think I saw a lizard. I'll stay with him. Okay, we'll make it quick. Let's see what we see in the church. Check floors, cold metal, scuffed and flexed by unknown boot heels. Okay, I'm gonna look at the still. Handmade apparatus for the production of moonshine assembled from scavenged metal and natural materials. Okay, so let's sit then. I don't know what I expected. The strangers, he kept saying. Another dead end. Kind of vague already, isn't it? Don's a stranger. Hell, you and I are practically strangers. Oh, they're talking about the strangers who keep coming and take them all. Listen, Ellie in the mine, I didn't want to talk about it, but... You don't have to talk about it. No, it's okay. I want to. When I saw Weaver, she was on TV. I was testing a pretty simple tube repair. Flipping through channels to check the saturation. She was just there. Oh! Weaver is her cousin. So this is a problem with playing a game and splitting it over. So, just gonna quickly turn down the game audio. Weaver is her cousin, and Weaver was part of that operation then, because they said Weaver went missing. So that is interesting. So, Weaver was part of the operation on the computer, the project on the computer, but she went missing with the strangers. I saw Weaver, she was on TV. I was testing a pretty simple tube repair, flicking through the channels to check the saturation. She was just there. It was kind of horrible. I mean, I told you she disappeared suddenly, ran away, but we thought she was dead. What was she doing on TV? That's the part that I can't... I flipped past the channel a dozen times before in my test. One of the public access things, some old lady reading poetry. Then the next time I flipped the channel to Weaver. I think that meant to be T.O. It's better in my vision now. She's standing in a room, the walls are blank, kind of grey, the tapes on the wall, like markings and deaths. A classroom maybe. This is strange. Camera's in the corner, so it's kind of 45-degree angle into the room. And there's Weaver right in the centre of the picture. I stopped turning the dial. Hell, I think I stopped breathing. Eventually she spoke, but there was no real sound, just this awful hum. I read the closed caption. She said to go to the mine. I'd find something there. I can't remember her exact words. When I try, I get distracted, fuzzy-eyed. Kind of coughs into her sleeve. It's so dusty in here, right? Yeah, real dusty. You'd think with all the holes in the ceiling. What the hell was that? Did you hear that? Must be in the check settling. Must tap. Oh shit! Okay. I love how they're just like, oh, right. Oh, right. Oh, okay. This game, Tasty Fruit. Oh, I'm controlling this guy now. Is he the skeleton from... Oh no, he's got a bag on. Ranger activates a tape player, slung on his shoulder. A crackly drawl echoes into the room. It is patient. It sounds like it should be smiling. Doolittle. My regrets. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long. We don't see a lot of foot traffic these days. I guess you're here about the job. I'm afraid we only have one opening at the moment. Horrible business. What's this job? Actually looking for some information about an old computer. You know how to get to the bureau from here. Certainly, I'll tell you everything you need to know. I've only just met you, but I feel certain there's a place for you here. Doolittle. That's another name that we've already met, but I can't remember. I'll just take you over to meet the dispatcher, show you the trucks, get you familiarised. We can converse as we go to Conway. What is this place? Well, it's not an old church, some kind of factory? That's not an old church. No, I guess not, but still. It's all has a kind of reverence to it. What's that smell like? Bread? Baking bread? Please follow me. Oh, we've got the thing again. I have to ask you to step in here for a moment. This is for your safety and adjust your outfits just a little bit, just a bit. There's some protective headwear up on the wall back there. Please remove your shoes and eyeglasses. I'm not taking off my shoes. Don't wear glasses. So that won't be an issue. Well, do us a favour and put on the headgear anyway, just this way. This is so weird. This game is so weird. I've said it a million times, but it's just unconventional in every sense of the word. Wow, check this stuff out. It must be decades old, but it's in perfect condition. How do you think they keep it like that? You really like old electronics? You really like old electronics? Yeah, I've got it bad. Haha. That's why I got into this business, to keep old stuff like this running. Seems like such a shame to let it just fall into ruin, you know? Like that computer back in the cave, Xanadu. Decades of energy, even thousands of years of mathematics and philosophy, all petrified into living stone. How could you just let that fall apart? This is L. He used to be a beekeeper. Borrowed some used cast to store the hives, but the interest eroded more quickly than honey. Now he works for us here in logistics. Was that because I did that? Okay, I should probably do that more often then. More new arrivals this evening, plenty to do. Got to relay the formula. What job are they working? We actually just need to ask you about a computer. What formula? No, the orientation is all done by voice and route. We don't believe electronics have a role in our company culture. Computers are tools. Plenty of interest in mechanical this and that ahead though, so we move on. Okay. Let's head through. Yeah, let's take the shuttle then. These are fleet, haha. Oh, we just use it to get around internally. How big is the split? What do you do here? Oh, I'm a copywriter. Text on the bottles and flyers, and ad copy, that sort of thing. The churning swords and heart-sick lovers have long known the taste of hard times, held it in favour over all other spirits. That was one of mine. Oh, this is Hard Times whiskey? Oh, this is Hard Times whiskey. Okay, so the trucks are just an easy way in shipping. You can become acquainted with the dispatcher there. Give me a tap on the shoulder if you see something that catches your eye. Always happy to show off the facility's sublime machinery. Okay, well this place is meant to be strange from what they've said before. Okay, sure, I actually get to drive it. Aww. Yeah, let's probably go to shipping. It's actually like spinning the wheel. Don't know why I find that funny. Look at this truck. Here it is. Now I have to ask, as a matter of course, what kind of experience do you have driving trucks? I drove deliveries for an antique shop until the last run. I used to drive long haul till this last one. Haha, precious cargo, you'll do just fine. And you can drive safely, can't you? I haven't any doubts now. It's only after what happened with Miguel this evening. What happened with Miguel this evening? Well, the dust is still clearing, of course. Perhaps he closed his eyes a moment, or simply hit a curve too devilish. I do pity ill-fated Miguel. He was good company and slow to anger. But if we're speaking confidentially, well, with all the lost product to be repaired, bourbon and glass dashed across the interstate, and a few casts too, we're all just thankful he had no next of kin. Jesus Christ. Wasn't there a crash right at the start of the game? Let's see if we can ring up the dispatcher. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a crash right at the start of the game. Starts chugging switches on the CB radio. A deep monotonous voice drones from the dashboard speaker. 1020 on that load. Come back. Up in the Hummingbird Cave. 1012 City Kitty. Into the radio. This is a good time dispatch. We have found Miguel's placement. Thought you might like to get acquainted. 10-9, come and get on me. To Conway, introduce yourself. Hello? Nice to meet you. Tell dispatch something impressive about yourself. They're very well regarded here. It's like a drive a truck like this. Not really here for a job. You folks know everything about an old computer. 99 wheel holder, gotta pay the water bill. Ah, so I'm certain they'll call back before long. Let's take a look around the truck here. headlights. It's got him. Headlights work fine, see? Fiddles with the controls. That's important. Most of our products go out at night. You never know who you'll run into in the daylight, and dusk can be treacherously misleading with all the indirect light. The magic hour. Drivers sleep in the day then. Who are those that sleep? Miguel pulled extra day shifts when he could. Sometimes he'd help me, you know, sometimes over in the bottling. He shouldn't have been out driving at dusk. Weird shadows, soft lights, dangerous. Headlights look pretty okay. Can't wait, I had to get off the highway. Too loud, too murky. 10 off into some grey cornfield in Indiana. Oh, we're cutting into some like thing. What's traffic? Traffic and birds. Seeing those migrations close up, they looked random. He thought about the load in the trailer. Thousands of plastic cups. Somebody wanted those cups in Rockford that night. It was pointless. So moving on. That was really cool the way they did like a backstory in it. Kind of like how novels do it. Controller White was with us, Nob here. Fiddles with the controls. Oh whoa. This is a decent talk to them, eh? Can't say how they'd fare in a nice storm, but we must never delay shipment. Better to assume the risk. You folks watch the weather closely. Always clear skies down here. So I hear, but most of our products are delivered by surface roads, which feel rain quite often, particularly in the spring months. So I hear. The wipers are fine. They're just class for the day to drive in the rain. It's pointless to stay or review. It was a lost clause and she didn't need it anyway. She was smart bored. It was time to cut out. Shitty day for it though. 83 and biblical flood. They went to see a movie. They went to a bar. They pulled into a dive bar with an afternoon mic. Open mic. It smelled like rose water. They smoked cigarettes, drank awful hooch, whistled buckets of rain. She sang about someone she wants to have loved. Wants to have loved. Brown hair curled around her ears. She had a voice like Scotch whiskey. They poured another drink and another. She worried it was getting dark out, then it was getting light out. They ended up in someone else's field in someone else's car. An early morning joyride and a sunrise collision. He got on the bus and he hiked back to his car. He sat in his car and went over some options: Chicago, Toronto, Barrow. It seemed like a bold, impulsive gesture at the time. As he pulled out of the parking lot, he removed the hands from the steering wheel for a moment, felt the car drift into a decision. Years later, he'd think of that. This is the moment he himself started drifting. I really, really like that, even though I don't really understand it. A modest technology was suited to the job, plenty good enough. I like how this game kind of presents something that is really boring, but then adds interesting things to that boring thing, like adding that backstory into this. And kind of giving the option, because we could have pulled out earlier, but you're deciding the story for yourself. Sure, I know you want to look, kick the tyres, that's the thing we do, isn't it? And so our knees could exert the kind of force those tyres see out there on the road. We're more likely to hurt ourselves, isn't that the way, eh? Tyres are fine. Sure, they're big machines, but they can be fragile. Tyres are fine. Oh, I'm sure it wasn't the tyres that failed our dear Miguel. We are quite sure. What kind of man was Miguel? When we sat in a dim room full of folding chairs. The walls and ceilings were painted with old smoke. Someone read from the book. He drank coffee with a little sugar. He listened. He was waiting for it to be over. Listened. The speaker listed all the things we tried that we, most people in the room, were probably there by court order. A few others shared. They spoke in abstractions like a program of action, a good orderly direction, spiritual but not religious, religious but not spiritual, all the things we tried. And it was over. They clasped sweaty hands for a short prayer and stepped back out into the morning. So this is, we're in a church? Knew it was time to hit the bar. He started walking. He was always walking these days. It was good to slow down. It felt clarifying, like a walking meditation. The road ran by a creek for a while. He took an unforeseen detour where the creek and road parted, following the edge of the water. He skipped a few stones at lawn, then stopped to consider an overturned boat. It was kind of a serenity. It was a kind of serenity, that wandering and looking without purpose. He was coming to rely on those moments. Now what else can we show you? The back. Show me that ass. Looks like it's just about ready to go out. You have some good strong folk in the shipping here, so you'll never need to worry about loading if you don't want to. A bit hard on the knees in the back of our old age, yeah? Of course, you'll have to unload at the destination, but that's the job. And some drivers like the extra shifts stacking and loading here. Miguel loads his own trucks. I shouldn't really do any lifting these days. I see, well, surely we can spread a dolly and a carrying strap for your health and safety. Sounds like a lot of work around here. Conway woke up on build here. Everything was too bright. His head hurt. The usual. Lysette and Ira argued loudly out just outside the open barn door. She wanted Ira to take him inside and shower, have some coffee, get to the job. Ira said there wasn't time. Conway was in no condition. It was an important job. They couldn't put it off. Ira said to let the deadbeat sleep it off and then send him packing. He said Charlie could do the job. Conway closed his eyes. Conway stepped out the bar, shielding his eyes. He tried to say something reassuring, but just sort of stumbled around it. Lysette looked away. Ira just spat and went inside to wake Charlie. Ira was a stubborn man. So Ira. As Charlie went along and Conway drifted out again. He didn't hear about the accident until months later. So what's next? Radio. Truck radio crackled back to life. Dispatch. Yeah. Driver, come back. There's dispatch. Now tell me about your experience. Tell me the truck's in good shape. Tell them you'll start them on. I've been driving for a number of years. The truck looks good. I really can't. Yeah, we've got to finish this delivery in a few. 10:33 dispatch. Got 2 black eyes and a flock of crocodiles come back. 10:4, back it down and prick your eyelids, driver. Come back, Lem. 10:4. Come back, wheel holder. 10:4. Can't wait a minute that. Put your ears on, good, listen to this. Silence. So, I think that went well. Let's head back up to logistics and seal the deal there. And I've got one more thing to show you. Don't want the job, don't want the job, don't want the job. You're getting the job. Some speed on that there. I would look around more, but I'm just conscious that I've already been recording for an hour, so I'm worried this is gonna have to get split into 3 parts, to be honest. Head back upstairs. I have one more thing to show you. Wait, we only came here looking for some answers about this stupid moldy computer. Oh, there's the old man in the cave with the moldy computer. A black mold it's drawn to whiskey. It feeds on ethanol fumes, you see. As we age the whiskey, some of it inevitably evaporates in the air the angels share. It goes through the vents here and out into the caves. If we scrape it of that mold, we usually apply some pressure and cold to it and squeeze and condense the angels share back into drinkable whiskey. Every drop counts when you're making a living on the stuff, so we'd go down and scrape it off the equipment just like any other place it grows. He kept sending his people here to drive us away. Paranoid, truly paranoid. Well, now we have the formula, so we don't need to go collecting mold. But we didn't do anything to his multi-computer. He just forgets the password. One of his assistants shared it with me. Dome in the air. That'll get you going, I'm sure of it. To join me upstairs. So after all that, it's just a moldy computer. Like the mold didn't really do anything. It was just he forgets the password for the computer. If you don't mind. Oh yeah, get your gear off, lads. Well, at least we got it in the end, and we also learned about how the whiskey is made and what the mold is and stuff like that. Although that whiskey doesn't sound very good. Molded. Like that. No? I thought he was going to say something the way that was set up. Here it is, a beauty, wouldn't you say? It's an antique, you know. What is it? Why, it's an adding machine. This is where we come for our daily ritual, to calculate the day's interest and repayment according to the formula. I usually do so at the beginning of my shift so I know how many hours I need in order to keep up. Yes, I believe you'll do well here, sir. Happy to have you. Congratulations, you're hired. Wait, we can't. It's customary to start each day with a shift drink. Let's make it special and mark the occasion. This is the top shelf stuff, now a single barrel. He doesn't do a little down the hatch Vinum Moraes More. More. I want to Google what that means. It means wine is the death of memory. Wait, who? I'm not in control of my own mouse. I'm not in control here. Wow, this fucking game. This game, man. Decent enough, welcome aboard. It's not working for you. We have to get back to this. He has a delivery to make. What's this? Not working? Are you turning down this opportunity? He's right, I have to make this. I'm disappointed. I'm afraid that leaves us with a delicate problem. As I indicated, this is the top shelf stuff you're drinking. It isn't cheap. It's not your first shift drink. Well, there's a matter of this too just now. My time and experience are billed at quite a premium. This is not good for you, my friend. You're in quite deep. My back of the envelope estimation, well, we have that in common, I suppose, all of us. Yes, I'm afraid you'll have to work this off somehow. It's just a way of it. What's happening right now? You can start tomorrow. Take this time to settle your affairs, of course. As the interest begins to compound immediately, and well, we'll go over the formula when you get here. I should get back to work. See you tomorrow then. That's a little bit of a hit on capitalism. If it's meant to be like that. I don't want to make things political when they're not obviously political, but it feels a little bit political. Oh, the green's going in there. How did they get out? I guess they start in the morning. I guess. I'm confused. It's just the way things go, kid. Huh? Well, that still gives us a few hours to roam, right? Where's that ferry? The convoy's actually going to go and wait for them. For hard times. But they basically own you. It's like serfdom. That's not a normal boat. Is that a car with a boat on top? And a tree. That's not a tree. That's a mammoth. What the fuck? Is that the end of Act 3? End of Act 3. So we've learned that Conway is now going to have to go and work for Hard Times Whiskey because he drank whiskey, and also they got a tour, which means he owes them. And the computer was just a standard computer that got mold on it from the whiskey, I think. Lula, we found Lula. She helped out before with the setting up of the project, and then left and came back, and we met her, and the computer predicted her coming back. We learned about Reva, is that her name? Which is the cousin of Shannon, I believe. And we found that she had told Shannon via a computer, via a TV show, to go into the mines. And this is how Shannon got involved with this. Yeah. Strange. I'm wondering if it is actually ever going to come to a conclusion. I would estimate no. I'm not sure if I'll split this into 3 episodes or not. We will have to see. You'll probably be able to tell by the end of this. Well, you'll know by the end of this. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like if you do, subscribe for more. Like if you did, subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.